Welcome back to Bronco News Now. I'm Kirk Ornoff with the latest in your Bronco sports. Well, every NAIA basketball team would love the chance to test their skills against a Division I opponent. The Hastings Broncos got that chance last Tuesday night. Evan Weberg has more.
Over 5,000 people showed up to watch the Broncos take on the University of Nebraska in Lincoln as an exhibition match. The Broncos were able to get off to a good start at the beginning of the ball game.
Early on, we kind of set the tempo of the game and showed them that we were going to be here to play, and we came to win. So it was really easy to get pretty geeked up for this one. Not much extrinsic motivation needed.
As the game moved on, the Huskers were able to take advantage of their size and full court pressure.
They could just cover a lot of ground in a short period of time. And that was very difficult for us to move the basketball. I thought we had some success letting our forwards or even our bigs at times bring the ball up the floor and kind of get them to drop back and pressure. But
the Broncos only trailed by 6 at the half, but the second half was a different story as the Broncos were outscored 43-18.
It's a little bit different shooting over 6 foot in practice than it is 6'4", 6'5" that can really get up and contest things, and that probably altered things a little bit. But again, we ran the offense that we're going to run. We got good looks at the basket. You're just not always going to get them to go down.
Though the game was a little lopsided at the end, the team got a great experience that they'll never forget.
I think tonight was a big confidence thing for us. We go out and play the first half against a Division I competition and be able to be in the game down 7 at half. I think that gives us confidence to know that every game on our schedule is going to be winnable from here on out. We're not going to see any competition like we saw tonight. But I think any game we play, we're going to feel like we're going to be able to go in there and be the favorites.
The experience of playing here in Lincoln against the University of Nebraska is only going to make the Broncos better. From the Devaney Center, this has been Evan Weberg, HC Media.
Thank you, Evan. Wade Vance was the high scorer for the Broncos with 12 points. Well, last night the Broncos traveled to Kansas and beat Bethel 66-51. Next game for the Broncos is Saturday night against McPherson at 6:30 in McPherson, Kansas. Well, the ladies Broncos basketball team was also in action Tuesday night as they took on 19th-ranked Southwestern College. The Broncos walked away with a convincing win as they defeated the Southwestern by a score of 91-54. Alicia Statler led the Broncos with 16 points and added 3 blocks and 5 rebounds. Lindsay Ducey contributed in many ways by scoring 13 points and ended with 4 assists and 6 blocks. Becky Tesh also added 15 points. The Lady Broncos are now 4-1 on the season. Their next game will be against College of the Ozarks in the Ozarks Classic tomorrow night at 7:30 in Point Lookout, Missouri. The women's Broncos soccer team took the field against Dakota Wesleyan Tuesday night in the semifinals game of the GPAC tournament. Jenny Hershey scored on a penalty kick as the Broncos went into the half tied up 1-1. But in the second half, the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers scored 2 goals and were able to keep the Broncos out of the net and earned a 3-1 victory. The Lady Broncos finished their season at 13-4-3. The GPAC Conference has released their list of the 2009 All-Conference Players of the Year. Making the first team list from Hastings was forward Jessica Carlson, midfielder Jesse Hurst, and Allison Kuchwar on defense. Kuchwar also won Co-Defensive Player of the Year. The men's team also brought home a long list of GPAC All-Conference Player Awards. A.J. Dingledine and Ryan Robinson were both the first All-Conference for the forward position. Yannick Thiel and Greg Dodds took 2 of the 4 midfielder spots, and Derek Prinz and Matt Wadley were named first team for defense. The men's team also took home 2 GPAC Player of the Year awards as A.J. Dingledine won for offense and Derek Prinz was Co-Defensive Player of the Year. The Broncos will continue their season as they take on Midland Lutheran College in the GPAC Tournament Championship game tonight. The game will be held here in Hastings and kickoff is set for 6 o'clock this evening.
Looks like the men's basketball team actually did pretty well their first half.
First half, yeah.
Should have been fun. And, we have a lot of sports coming up this weekend. We have soccer and football's home again after about 3 weeks.
Yeah, hopefully the weather contains itself this weekend.
It should.
I have some friends coming down from Minnesota, so hopefully they're hoping
They're
for
used
warm
to the cold
weather.
weather up there.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
The basketball team actually, they were a big shock to me.
It was fun. Yeah. Well, coming up after the break, HC does weekends by giving you the first rock band tournament at Hastings College. Stay tuned.